morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are watching us from at this exact moment. This is Lumen Sessions Podcast, your ultimate podcast for real stories that are meant to inspire you, get you going on your dream and your vision to be able to achieve that success you've been dreaming about. As we always do it, we bring to you great contributors in various aspects of society, people who have walked through their various journeys to share with us real stories, let us know how the experience has been, how it all started, how it's going, and even sometimes how they envisage the future to be. Today, we have a very amazing young man who is just full on all sides. I mean, when I say full, it means full. He's a musician. I say God put a whole production rig in one man, and I mean it. He represents every single step in the music production value chain when it comes to songwriting, singing, playing, or accompanying with an instrument, and he plays a lot of them, actually. Okay, to production in the studio, what you do after mixing, after production, which is mixing, recording, okay, mixing and all of that. You find all of these in one person, and he is such an amazing performer on stage. Whether he's doing it solo or he's doing it with his team. I'm so glad to have here share with us on their story of life and music and everything. Dave, the music box.
Like someone would go,
Yeah.
If I put some fake audience on his side.
Monsieur Bonjour.
The French came out.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that too, so we have to speak French. Yeah, bienvenue. Is that correct?
Yeah. Merci.
Don't go further. I won't be able to continue with you. Wow.
Yeah.
Who is Dave, the music box? I mean...
Well, I'll just say someone who's just passionate about God, passionate about life, passionate about, in fact, everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Enjoying everything, to being in the moment and enjoying every single detail, So I guess that's what describes me as a person. Yeah.
Your childhood?
Childhood. Okay, so I grew up in the Ivory Coast. So
Okay.
my parents are actually, my parents were missionaries from Ghana to the Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Both pastors and everything. And well, that's why I spent most of my life, childhood and everything. And then we moved to. Well, I had to. That's a long story, but I ended up in Ghana.
Okay.
I was supposed to go somewhere else, but I ended up in Ghana. That was in 2009.
Wow. Okay.
And since then, I've been in Ghana. So this year will be probably 16 years.
That is it. Yeah. Correct. 16 years in Ghana. Yeah.
Charlie. Wow. So basically, all that.
Did you find the passion here, or it had been with you all the way in Ivory Coast?
Let me say my whole life.
Okay.
All right. So it started there. From what I was told, from the age of 2, already had that sense of timing, knew how to position a drum set and know how, because I started as a drummer.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So
most kids do that.
So by 6 years, I was already playing for our church youth choir.
6 years?
Yeah.
Playing for the church youth choir?
Yeah. And everyone, you see, back in the day, the setup wasn't like now.
Yes.
It was butterfly. So you'd never see who is
you
playing.
Who's behind the drum.
Yeah.
The tones have covered.
Exactly. The butterfly. So, I by the age of 6, playing for the youth choir and everything.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. And then started music directing for the church when I was about officially 14 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, but like unofficially, I started like pretty early, like 12.
Wow.
12, 13. Yeah, I think I started at the age of 13, between 13 and 14.
Already directing.
Yeah, already like writing down parts, figuring out, like, not figuring out,
So at that point,
writing
you could
down
play
harmonies.
more than one instrument. You already knew how to play the piano and all.
Yeah, so it was only, I transited from like drums to like keys.
Okay.
So already I was like, all passionate about, choirs and everything. Because I got introduced to Kirk Franklin when I was like 11 years old.
I get it now.
So I was like, I have to reproduce what this guy is doing.
The influence was infectious.
Yeah. Charlie. So listening, because back then, we had VCDs.
Yeah.
So
and you watch,
yeah. So that is actually how we were able to like watch your favorite artists and concerts, or wait for a TV show or something. So you didn't have that much access. What you had much access to was like the audio listening to the person. Yeah. So it was up until probably I was about 12 years old that I could actually tell who Kirk Franklin was.
Whoa.
Yeah, because when I was a child, I heard Stomp. I loved Stomp so much. And then my mom introduces me to the New Nations Project. She just bought the CD and gave it to me. Okay, something that you like. Because, mind you, I actually wasn't listening to gospel music. I didn't like black gospel.
Francophone boy.
Yeah. Like the Francophone, because that's where you were. Yeah. And I grew up on Mayway.
Yeah.
And his brother Deza.
Okay.
Like, if you get to hear Deza, you would reconsider listening to
I think most of us know Mayway,
Yeah, but his brother died in 2005, unfortunately. Right. But his brother was like, but these guys were together playing, like he was playing a lot of guitars on Mayway's projects and also arranging as well.
I see.
So I grew up on these people. Yeah. And then someone like Kirk Franklin comes in and I'm like, oh, okay. A different sound and still boom, boom, moving. Because I saw gospel choir music to be choir, ballads here and there and all that type of stuff. So, that is what like helped me develop the passion, especially like for choirs. So putting choirs on contemporary beats and everything. And just at that point, imagine our praise and worship.
Wow.
So our praise and worship was never like, it never felt church. It felt club like
already. From
back then.
Wow.
From back then. And I was music director in the church from like.
But that was great work. I mean, because for most of us, especially in Ghana, by the time you were doing that kind of praise and worship, it's either your music team was that mature. Yeah. You had so much talent in the band and everything to be able to reproduce such, or it would be at the one of annual choir concert where you have some songs rehearsed. Yeah. And you are going to take them one after the other. But if you were already doing that in regular church, it was crazy.
We were, with the little we had and the little knowledge we had, I remember I used to have a keyboard, the Yamaha PSR 2100. Yeah. Till date, that's my favorite keyboard. Even though like I'm a Korg person, but like that Yamaha is my... Shaped, And... like I used to program like loops and stuff that the drummer would play on as at that time. But I didn't know that, you could do that having your laptop and all that type of stuff for your box.
That should have been, I mean, the beginning of your production sense.
Yeah. Let me say, because even with that, like I got, I was hanging around with... my uncle, his name is Steve Tekwa, a Liberian. So like I literally grew up with him. He was in the house and everything because we had, during the Charles Taylor War. So they migrated, they migrated. And we took them in. So I had my Auntie Charlotte. She was playing and singing.
Whoa.
Yeah. So already as a child, I was always hanging around with her. She'll put my finger on the keyboards and everything, showing me a few basics.
You're blessed to have a very enabling environment.
Yeah, it was. And Uncle Steve was the one who taught me what groove is, keeping to the groove. So I don't like really disorganized play. And it started from back then, overdoing stuff. Even though, I did that a bit on bass, but
you still do.
drum, like when you're playing and you roll, and it's not time for you to roll,
you're in trouble.
Uncle Steve can just knock you from the back. So he took that childlike, youthful thing, immaturity out of me already by that time. And he was a producer.
Okay.
So sleeping in the studio, working on the projects, cutting, that's what I grew up seeing. So I told myself that, look, this is what, and I think by the age of 10, I played my first recording as a drummer.
Live recording.
Not live recording, like a studio recording.
Studio recording.
Yeah. Hey. I was about 10, and that was like the hardest thing, because back then you had limited tracks.
How many takes?
A lot, because I had to hold the groove.
Yeah.
I had to hold the Charlie. I don't want to remember that. Anyway, so basically that's the growing up for me.
But at what point did you really do directing, like, or discover that this music thing was a thing for you?
Like I can't give a date, because like I always knew that was my orientation. Even as a child in school, everyone knew that like I was the music boy, and the name Music Box was actually given to me in high school. So I decided to keep that name, for some of my high school friends and people to still keep tab, on what I'm doing and all that kind of stuff. So like so it's always been my life, listening, trying to reproduce, and listening as wide as you could.
Yeah.
So it was very easy to start directing. So probably directing, we had a few groups, in school and all that type of stuff. But I mean, when we got to probably, let me say 11, 12, before I did it now properly, when I was about 13, 14, when I was the head of the music department, music and sound department.
Okay.
So the youngest, in the church in Charlie. That's like another story.
Let's talk about choirs and groups in Ghana, and of course recordings in Ghana. Yeah. When did it take off, and what was the experience like? How did you come to, maybe for want of a better expression, get accepted in our space?
So I moved in 2009, as I said, and I didn't know anyone. I had no friend and everything, and there's one interesting thing about our culture. When someone comes in with an accent, people watch him some way. So I had to face all that, and there's this friend, Kwabena Isa. He backs Joe Metal.
Yeah.
So let me say my opening, to the Ghanaian space was actually Kwabena Isa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Kwabena.
Yeah. Hey. He actually introduced me to Impact Project.
Okay.
So it all started, with Impact. And when I joined Impact, I didn't let them know that I could play, I could direct or anything. I went in as a tenor singer.
Okay.
Because I wanted to feel and learn what vocalists are really going through, to better the craft. And I wouldn't regret that decision, because looking at those times, you had Jerby.
Yeah.
You had his brother Jesse.
Yeah.
You had John and Keys.
Yeah.
Sana was there. Ernest Wooten.
Yeah.
There's Jay Zimera. There's Tayo. There's
Bludo.
Bludo. I mean, the squad was mad, and the type
Killer
of pieces
squad.
and the experience too. Like a
Yes.
rehearsal was like a full
rehearsal
service.
was a recording style.
Yeah,
Kind of.
and so I perfected the music directing because of Jerby. Jerby did teach a lot of things,
Okay.
you know, and I decided to adopt his style, directing and everything. Then after that, I mean, still going to school and everything, CUC Mass Choir,
Okay.
you know. Then I became the assistant music director, then became the present music director of Central University.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was like back in 2013, 2014, you know. And so the intellectuals and all those stuff. Yeah, Charlie. So then after that, I started like we founded this group called HOD. Just a few people know about HOD, but HOD was crazy back in the day, you know. And with production, I started production with one guy called D Music.
Okay.
I'm sure he's changed his name or something by now. And also Reynolds the Gentleman.
Okay,
we started in
Reynolds
2010
Whoa.
together. We're using Reynolds' computer,
Okay.
you know, to do that.
I see.
Yeah. I was making beats and everything, but proper production. I was working with this artist called Emmanuel. I think he won Stars of the Future.
Yeah.
The last to win Stars of the Future. I told him that he ended Stars of the Future. And started producing him and everything. Then through other people, got in contact with Osei. Then I was still working with HOD. Then Osei. Then I was really producing and learning a lot from him. So
but you were directing as well.
And I was directing. Yeah. I was directing.
Other groups?
Other groups, yeah. Like direct Jeshurun, the Love Creed.
Okay. August Worship.
Yeah, August Worship.
I see.
So August Worship 2014 or 15, 16 and 17. Yeah. And I would say this for the record. Jeshurun, I'm sure now, I mean, he has, but he could be a very difficult person to work with. Yeah, I would say that. I know, right? But, so that's like, that's been the journey. And also being around so many great people, like seeing the start of Joe Metal in the contemporary space, because he was already with...
Yes, that time is a serious timeline for contemporary gospel music. I'm telling you, 2009, 2010.
Yes.
It's a time I have my eyes on seriously. There's something coming up regarding that year.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know if many people knew, but one day we will have that conversation.
Yeah.
2009, 2010.
That was where it happened. That was where it happened. There was this, because already in the Ivory Coast, like let me say, I was part of the people to push the agenda of contemporary music.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. But just that I had like an urban feel to it.
Yes.
But unfortunately, you know, then we were not, like, we didn't have recording or social media as it is. So it wasn't we only had Facebook.
Yeah.
But coming to Ghana, I was like so glad to have been there during that time, because that, like, a lot was happening.
A lot.
You know, a lot
was happening.
Neokai and Harbour City, Masqua was there. Koda and Anointed.
Yeah. And we had the talent. Everybody was trying to do something, and that is what has birthed what we have today.
Yeah, and back then, music concerts were not now worship services.
No.
It used to be you're learning songs.
You are learning,
and you're coming to play, whether the audience likes it or not.
No. They have to
That's
sit
what
in
they listen.
and experience it.
You're listening to Marvin Sapp, you're listening to Fred Hammond, you're listening to Baron Cage.
Just too much.
And like, so there was that level of like, you had to be a true musician and a player to earn.
But in the midst of all of that, at what point would you drift from traditional contemporary music, as it were, into this, I want to call it new sound or new style?
Yeah.
Okay, because for you, I mean, it's completely different.
Yeah.
And I don't see so many people towing that lane.
Yeah.
Although your decision has birthed so many other, especially bands, gospel bands now doing a similar thing. But then you couldn't find anybody doing that. What sparked the decision to that lane?
It was, because of the way I grew up, what I was already doing in the Ivory Coast, because for like praise and worship, your fast tempo is we're doing like mewe like arrangements for praise and worship, intros, outros, transitions.
Everything is already heavily instrumental.
Yeah.
And I
started doing that without even taking notice that, okay. So that is how like I just I tried to stay true to myself, and like that's been me. So sometimes you get to do some things and you might not notice your impact till someone gets to mention this to you, that actually like you did this, like you started doing like the use of stems. All right. When I started using stems, I was using FL for that. And that was I started using it back with HOD as back as 2011, 2012. Like already programmed, and we're following arrangements.
You're very big on stems.
Yeah. We're already doing that. Even though I was doing that in the Ivory Coast, with the PSR 2100.
Yes, you mentioned.
Yeah, as far back as 2006. That is when, like, the whole band, we have to learn what I programmed on the keyboard. So that additional thing. So it's always been a part. And also, like, in terms of the style, it got to a point where I was young. So I was doing a lot of clubbing.
Okay.
I did. Like, I'll go to church a little intoxicated and I haven't had sleep. The alcohol is still in the blood. But Charlie, you go on
until God found you properly.
Yeah, exactly. Even though, like, I grew up in the church and everything.
So, viewers, thank you so much for staying with us up to this point. If you're watching, this has already been inspiring. We still have so much more to hear from Dave, but we want you to know that your likes, your comments are greatly appreciated here. And we also want to encourage, the best way you can support us is by subscribing. You see the bell button right there down your screen. Make sure you hit it so that every time we are bringing a story your way, you'll be the first to hear the story, get inspired, and let many others hear it. Now, Dave, on this tangent of gospel music and what you've been doing over the years, how do you find the acceptance up to this point? Is it?
Michael, let me be honest, like, it's very difficult. It's still...
You think not so many people are receiving your ministry as much?
Yeah. Let me be very honest about that. A lot of people would want to be safe.
Okay.
And saying, oh, yeah, it's okay, but they're struggling. But the truth is, it's very difficult.
Why do you think it's like that?
So, I didn't grow up here.
Yeah.
So some people tell me because probably I don't
sing local songs.
That's it. Like, I don't speak the local language and everything. But I strongly disagree, because people still jam to the Kirk Franklins. People still jam to Fred Hammonds.
When they are coming down for an event, they're taking sale for so much. And
so much. People,
everyone wants to pay to be there. So it shouldn't be about the language.
But it's just the person. Okay, it's like they're doing that, and why are you trying to be them?
Okay.
But, well, that was back then.
Yeah.
Now I see a lot of like younger ones, like my little brothers. I look at Che Menta, for instance.
Yeah.
Like, I literally saw this guy grow. I knew him from high school when he
was on this show. He mentioned that he's known you for that long.
Yeah,
you've inspired
like
him greatly.
He Niall, because they were in John 10.
Yeah.
They used to Niall, Terry, and all these guys.
And these guys are doing unconventional stuff in the gospel space.
Yeah.
R&B, drill,
Crazy. And then
unheard of.
Recently, my own cousin, my own blood, 1,000 Niall.
Yeah.
I got to, because I knew his dad and everything, but I didn't really know the boys and all that because he had children. And then one day I see this dynamic guy who's like jamming. I was like,
all over the place.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's the same type of energy. And then he mentions his name, like, wait. And then his father goes like, oh yeah, that's my son. I was like, Uncle Charles, are you serious?
I see.
And
yeah, so for me, once it clicked, I was like, maybe I'll try to find out from you if there is any relation.
Oh yeah. Like cousin, even emoji. Emoji, okay. I got to find out recently that he's like he's a cousin.
Family.
Yeah.
You guys.
And that's why the level of madness from these two people are like this. But it's, let me say, it's been difficult. And most of the guys will tell you, like, it's been very difficult. Sometimes you get to a place because of how to people the gospel must be presented.
Yes.
If you don't fit that category, that is it. We throw you aside.
But is it really about the sound, or for you it's about the message? What is it? Because
the sound and the presentation. Because I don't remember the last time I ever wore like a suit or a kaftan, to get on stage, and even though sometimes I just feel in my spirit to have like, a deep ballad session, I don't want to use the word worship because worship is not like
not just the music, but
yes. So like ballads and stuff, sometimes I do that, but the presentation, the way you speak, so you're literally categorized. You get that? You're literally categorized. And also, this is where now the truth spilling will come out. Yes, this is a juicy part of the podcast. Where people see what you're doing.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't want to share to others. They wouldn't want to tell others, but they know what you're doing. Like, for example, I can release an EP, right? I've released EPs, but a lot of people don't know. Reason being that I try my best to promote it to a certain level, but it wouldn't just cross a threshold.
If you were to leave it to go on to the other side naturally, then you begin to find problems.
Yeah.
Because
you wouldn't.
Not many people want it to.
Yeah. They wouldn't share. They wouldn't tell followers, okay, we have this other guy. Oh, yeah, nice one. All you need is a post. And I told myself that, look, if people are not going to do that for me, let me just do that for...
Is it that after all these years, we are still not used to this new wave?
We are.
Okay.
I mean, how can you feel the vibe?
Yeah.
And Fra Band, the last time I asked Virgin and Selom, I was like, so guys, are you guys a gospel band now, or are you doing... And I love their response. Yeah. They're like, we're doing music.
That's all.
And these guys, whom some people categorize, get to be invited to churches just because of you. They feel the vibe.
Yeah. You see? Still extending ministry.
Or Team Eternity's Defe.
Yeah.
Or Yes Sir.
So the vibing kind of music is there.
Yeah.
We just have to open up to it. and receive it.
Even not now. Joe Metal had this song called Swag.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Very well.
Back then.
Yeah, 2012-ish.
And it caught fire.
Yeah.
I don't even right now want to talk about Kwesi Oteng because Kwesi Oteng...
Yeah, Kwesi Oteng literally opened the gates. Like he
It's Kwesi. Like, count your blessing, God they bless.
Yeah.
Even before then, but for your mercy. It's Kwesi. The madness. So when some people would want to tell me, oh yeah, Dave, you've been doing this and all, I'm like, yeah, but like there were the likes of Kwesi Oteng
before
during that time, but they were the loudest voices. They had gained roots.
So just to know, with all these things going on and with all the so-called disappointments, I mean, with your part, which is a very unique style of presenting the gospel in a musical form, what still keeps you motivated to continue producing along that tangent?
So I just have to say that, you know, I would want to have that same effect on people or someone out there that Kirk Franklin or Mayway or Fred Hammond, you know, Timbaland or Michael Jackson had on me. Probably they were doing it for themselves, all right, but they didn't know that it's going to touch a young guy from Abidjan, Cocody, you know, who'd also take this up, try to stay true to himself, you know, and also go and touch other people. And I've had two people come to me and tell me that when we were in high school, we were listening to you, we were singing you on stage, and then like that fired us up.
Okay.
We felt comfortable. It gave us it gave us the motivation. We didn't feel odd.
Built their faith?
Yeah.
I see.
So like he did it, okay, let's do it. You know, and I feel so excited about that. And I want to do, so that's what keeps me going. And also the simple fact that, Charlie, I'm inside, so I might as well do it.
I get that.
Yeah.
Was there any point where you felt like just throwing in the towel? I mean, it's enough. I've done my part. Maybe this was not what I was meant to do. Let's find something else, focus on it, and build a life on that.
Oh, so many times. Even let me say, like, I intentionally got off the scene for like 3 years.
Oh.
Even though, I don't know, for some reason, I still had like features, you know, with choirs and groups. Like, it didn't feel as
But
though...
on a personal level, you weren't really moved to push the ministry as much.
I just threw everything away.
I see.
I threw everything away. Like, I just wanted to focus on, you know, let me just produce people. And after all, money is coming, you know.
Read your Bible.
From there. Read my Bible and all that type of stuff. So I even got indifferent when I hit the stage. Like Ellie has to literally drag me out of the couch because, okay, you have and I didn't want to, because if care is not taking you, be very bitter. You know, so I had to step out. And even also with regards to health, I had like a weird health situation. So even that one was like, I was like, yeah, that's it. But Charlie, again, you just have to get up.
That's it. I mean, of course. A bit on production in Ghana. You have local experience, as well as international experience beyond, not only within the continent, but also Europe and all of that. Are we inching closer to something that meets global standard in as far as especially gospel production in Ghana goes? You think so?
We are. But the thing is...
What are the indicators?
No, when you listen to... Just that producers need to have a bit more maturity and understanding that, you know, the production is not about...
You could actually open it up to include every form in the value chain, from songwriting to even the music playing and all of that, singing. And
so let me be honest, what is actually affecting us is the lack of originality.
Okay.
Because a lot of people see that towing a certain line comes with so much difficulty.
True.
And they wouldn't want to pay the price, or probably they would want to pay the price and later on it gets hard and that's it, they have to do. For example, what is really prevalent in Accra and what has been prevalent for about 15 years now is been more of the ballads and the worships, and now the chants and the speaking in tongues music, which is, I'm not saying bad, but leave it for some people. Some people have the grace of that. That's their calling.
Yeah.
But now everyone wants to jump
Everyone wants to jump on that wagon. Okay.
Just let me be honest, because of sale and relevance. I'm a producer. You see it.
Yeah.
I get to question some people and sometimes they just feel uneasy, so they take their production back.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you can literally tell that
it's not original.
It's not. They they have an idea after listening to Dunsin or is this something Sunday?
Yeah, Theophilus
Sunday for a while, or listening to Sumisola. In fact, now with the ladies, there are 1,000 Sumisolas. 1,000.
But these are people who got their music maybe from the place of prayer or meditation.
Yeah.
And for another person,
it's them.
Yeah.
It's them. And then some people feel like, oh yeah, that's
maybe they think that's what sells. So let's just go along.
And do you know the tricky thing is it's in the subconscious. So sometimes you keep on lying to yourself that this is what I feel in my spirit.
Okay.
And this is,
but it's purely mental.
It is. It is. Someone literally brought me a song one time and the Lord gave it to him. I was like, bruh, I know when God gives a song to someone, because like I'm powerful and spiritual.
Yeah.
So your connection with the song tells, because God won't just give you a song without making provision for everything that must be given to the song for it to come out. So we need to be careful when using that phrase. Yeah. There are some songs that hit our spirit. There's some songs that we would want to sing towards the Lord. Yeah. But God giving you a song,
it's a big statement.
It's a big statement. And we have a lot of those. People want to appear so spiritual and all that. And now, if you don't have, let's be honest, if you don't have that type of appearance and stuff, it's
sound and look spiritual.
It's very difficult.
That's probably one of the things that casts a shade on your style.
Exactly.
Because you first of all, you don't look Christian enough.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't.
So the church would not want to accept that, because they feel you are drawing them to the world, regardless of what your lyrics say. Exactly.
No one does pay attention. Like, for example, when I get on stage and probably I'm singing Yehovah, Yehovah, or probably in some point of the ministration where I get to give a word, of encouragement that I feel like a sermonette or something. Like, only few people, and you can tell few people grab that, because it's really spiritual. You're going in to minister, so that passion, you get that. But for some people, they're like, okay, like have a way of like undermining what you're doing.
But okay, this is where he gets to show us.
So you're meant for the children in our church or the youth groups. So I mean, you're only for them.
If that's where the ministry is, why not?
you get that, and
because they are the next generation.
But the thing is, I've been ministering for so many youth groups who are now adults who are repeating the same thing.
Exactly.
Like I see one of the guys that, when they were young, like we're all together and everything, and then he has an event and still wants me to come for his youth. I'm like, at some point, like, when are you going to accept that? Because why am I saying this? Because sometimes some people just see you as someone who comes to excite the crowd,
Yeah.
But look at Ty Tribbett. Ty is still crazy Ty, but Ty has been doing this for over 25 years.
Yeah.
With GA.
Yeah.
And we grew up.
And he's been crazy since.
Yeah. And people still, but like, why is it that when it comes to us here, it's like, nah, you're still for the kids. Grow up. I literally had people tell me, grow up.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm not doing stuff for children. I'm doing music.
It's mind blowing that.
Yeah.
I mean, despite all this, you are still on the journey.
Yeah.
And you tell us that's because, first of all, it's ministry for you.
Yeah.
You need to reach out to people.
Yeah.
And the calling is what you are going to uphold, regardless of what society throws at you, because you are doing it in a different way.
Exactly.
Let's talk about concerts. I know you have a very different approach towards this, of course, because everything you do is maybe unconventional.
Yeah.
How do you? What's your style for concerts? And do you have any coming up this year?
Yeah, I have one coming up in October 4th, Unorthodox.
Unorthodox.
So it's
look at that.
So it's like a rebrand of the Out of the Box.
Out of the Box.
I had
either ways they say you're still doing something unconventional.
Yeah. But this time it's going to be let's say calmer.
Okay.
And a bit more it's going to be calmer.
Okay.
Yeah, calmer, because we're going to go old school.
Are you changing to fit?
Okay, so the thing is, you see, you cannot be jumping for the rest of your life.
True.
So, so I'm still staying true to myself. I'm still staying true to who I am. And but I want to share like another side of myself towards, to other people.
Okay.
So there will be a lot of throwbacks. It's happening on the 4th of October, as I said, at the Temple of Charis.
Okay.
All right.
What is that?
I don't know how to describe that place. Is it... what's the name of that area? It's around Hacho. Yeah.
Okay.
But when you put it on the map, the Temple of Charis by Pastor Roy King.
Okay.
That's his church.
So let's say Hacho, 4th October, Temple of Charis.
Yeah.
Hacho.
Yes.
That's where the out of the box experience. The
Unorthodox.
Yes. It used to be out of the box. Unorthodox. Anyway, they all mean the same thing. So
Unorthodox 25.
Yeah, 25 happening over there. I'm glad to hear that, because the fact still remains that how you do what you do gives people fresh ideas in their worship approach.
Yeah.
Not many people would have told you, but fact is fact.
Yeah.
Truth is truth as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And something different this time, still to worship with.
Yeah.
And I believe it's going to
like old school.
Yeah.
Like we're going to do school. Andre Crouch.
Oh.
We're going to do.
That's way back in the day. Yeah. Powerful.
We're going to touch those. Because like I'm working with a choir this time.
Okay.
Even though we still have the, we still have our amapianos, our Afro beats,
jump house grooving, and all of that.
But the old school is going to rep.
Wow.
And as the difference is not really about proving a point or trying to be different.
Yeah.
But it's just there are some people who are into what is different. So I try to appeal to those people. People who that's been for me. People who are not really that churchy.
Yeah.
They're the ones who But this time, I would want to make space for everyone.
Okay. Just coming in through the environment.
We have great ballads, but it's going to sound like old school. It's going to sound old school.
That leaves all the other aspects you are not so familiar with, and makes you want to be at that event this year. As we wrap up, we want to do quick fire session. A few options here. You let us know what you'd prefer and what you want. Or we could also start by knowing your favorites.
Okay, let's try that.
Favorite artist?
Can I have a top 5, please?
Why 5? I mean, do you want one? Anyway, negotiate your way through.
All right, like 5.
Okay,
5.
Let's make it 5.
So in the top 5 here, number 1, Kirk Franklin. Number 2, Fred Hammond or Mayway, one of them. All right, but Fred Hammond, Mayway.
It's a Fred.
And then Mayway. Also, Michael Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah, don't throw the stone at me.
Okay.
Yes.
You have one left.
And then Koda
of Blessed Memory.
Yeah.
Those are your
My
5 favorites,
favorites
of all time.
Yes.
All right. Favorite band?
Okay, give me 3.
Okay.
So favorite band, the MVP band.
Okay.
All right, in America.
Yeah.
And Fra.
Okay.
Fra band, like I'm a Fra fan.
Fra.
And then Santrophy.
Santrophy.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Not much to say. Favorite song?
Oh God.
You want more than one again?
Okay. Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise.
Okay.
Yeah, that song
just that one.
Yeah, pushes me to worship.
Right. Let's take the options now. If you had to go be in another country for some time, would you choose a francophone or anglophone?
Oh, francophone country.
Francophone.
I'm going back to Ivory Coast.
All right. Music for reflection, jazz or classical?
I think I'll go for modern classical.
Modern classical.
Yeah.
All right. Gospel, CCM or black gospel?
Jesus Christ. I think now, like, to be calm, I'll go from, I'm more in the CCM vibe now.
Wait for the next one then.
Jesus.
So if choirs were performing and you had 2 of them from 2 different parts of the world, you were supposed to attend a concert for contemporary choirs, gospel choirs.
Yeah.
One from South Africa, one from the USA.
I'll go straight to the US and then go back to South Africa.
You can only choose one. All right. On playing, this one before that. You are part of a team.
Yeah.
Set for an event.
Yeah.
Would you prefer singing or playing?
I enjoy playing.
You enjoy playing?
I enjoy playing. You have no idea. Especially the talk back. The use of the talk back, the conversations.
Synth bass, finger bass.
I've come to develop a love for synth bass. You have no idea.
Okay. Food, local or exotic?
I love being safe, local.
Local food, that's what you are used to. Someone said we should eat the food grown on our land because that's what our systems are used to.
Please.
All right. The final one will be on fashion.
Okay.
Official or casual?
Let me be honest, casual. Because it's comfortable.
Whether you are preaching or performing, it's still going to be casual.
Casual. It's the truth is, and this is the answer people who have been asking for years.
Yeah.
Why is it that you're like? It's not really because of the type of music and stuff. Someone can wear kaftan and still do.
Yeah.
But it's just comfort.
Wow.
Because once I tried wearing actual shoes to minister, and I'm telling you, by the time I got home, my heels, my back.
Wow. We've had such a great time with you, Dave.
Man,
thank you so much for coming through to share with us
thanks.
your story
Thanks.
of life and music. This has been another
Thank you for having me,
episode of Lumen Sessions podcast. As we keep saying, it's always another opportunity to get someone who has passed through life and what they do. I mean, to share with us how it all began, how it's been going, and of course, what they look up to in the future, just to get you inspired and keep you going on the road. And we thank you so much for following this session. We want to get your feedback in the comment section, so you can feel free to do that. Remember also to subscribe and share this podcast with all your friends and everybody who needs to hear the message. Until we meet again, this has been Lumen Sessions Podcast, Unfiltered to Inspire. See you.